the 16th now, looking at just over 160 yards.
You can sense the fear, can't you?
Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, but the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
On the green in regulation. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
And just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank almost at the house, but still some work to do. 412-yard par 4 17th.
Yeah, just poke something down that right side. Really, it's the second shot. You've got to worry about that big mound in the middle of the green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Get down, look out.
It's over. The green.
Well, she just played a wonderful shot from back there. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's a awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that pot bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hole?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble.
Now the second shot to the par 5. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Now a 7-footer. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. We're at one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour in Orlando, Florida. It's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
Now to the 11th hole as we pick up with our featured golfer. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, another good hole, the par 4 11th, looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side, that has to be respected. And a green really where you've got to favor the right side, or at least right of middle.
Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par currently.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
She's ended up on the fairway and with such a good lie. So many more options available now.
Second shot.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
And now a chance for a birdie. Frank starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
At the par 4 13th now, this is a hole, Frank, that requires some smart club selection. What are the options here?
Yeah, very sneaky par 4. That bunker on the right is 250 yards or so off the tee. So you've either got a choice to play short of that or sneak it down the end, which is about 300 yards. But if you try and be bold here and miss the fairway, that second shot, evil. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, an important eagle from the middle of the pack toward the front half.
Playing well ahead of the leaders. Still, that move